It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Nashville. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Rudolph going to throw it to start out. That's dumped off to Pollard. Powering forward. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Our first carry for Najee Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnson. Here's Jackson to return. Unable able to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Spears will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Fine time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Levis. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Levis back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Play action now. Levis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Off the play fake, Levis. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be caught at about the 6. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. On for the extra point is Folk. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he returns this to the 22. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Harris running straight ahead. Fights off the defender. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Wilson on the move to his left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Will Levis and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. He completes it to Ridley. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, 39 yards. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw is Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Levis from the gun. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Kenneth Murray. That is now 2 sacks for him here this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out come the Steelers. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Levis looking to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. Shrugs him off. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Levis. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw it again with Levis. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw, it's Levis. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Levis. He finds his man, Pollard. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes this 35-0 now. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First target, first catch, and a first down. Wilson wants a different look. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Levis sets up to throw here. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Here's Levis. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, his second sack of the night. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This pass complete to Pollard on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. More of the same right there. He's up to 15 catches now this ball game alone. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Levis back to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. That's to the tight end, Wiley. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Drops this underneath for Pollard. Shoves him aside. Shoves past another. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Hand off to Spears. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Spears with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Throwing is Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. .31 yards on the punt there, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Levis to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kenneth Murray bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And it's a memorable catch because it's the single best reception performance in a game in league history.
How much fun has this been today for us, though, to watch this type of performance? Mr. Glue Fingers himself establishing a brand new record in the NFL.
Looking to throw again on second down. Levis. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
Complete to Chase Okonkwo.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Folk connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw is Wilson. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Steelers on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Here's Jackson to return. Touchdown, Titans! He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
2nd and 9. Levis looking to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. They're definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Roger McCreary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Wilson. Short. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And that flag accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion left goes a tight end. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Running right, it's Pollard. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
3rd and 3.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's Wilson to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. On the return, Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space.
2nd and 7.
Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So not just a blowout win